Welcome back to X4 Interworld, or Star Wars Interworlds. Today we're going to continue on with our story and see if we can't get, you know, new and exciting things. Honestly, I'd love to start getting the, large combat ships. Like, that's kind of my goal for tonight. I don't know how long it's going to take me, but that is the goal. So let's go into the game and we'll have some fun. You know what I forgot? Go here. Go in pandemic. Cooperative board game. Yeah, okay. Epidemic, that's what it is. Alright. Can't not have any music. Alrighty. Let's see. There we go. Pin that, and good. We are good. Okay, let's see. Live chat. Not live chat. Need the other one. I need to share. I hit the wrong button. But yeah, so house chat. Um, man, last video of this I did, you guys did amazing. Honestly, I think we're almost to 80 views on this one video, and most of them are at least 7 minutes long. So most of you guys made it past my first initial rant about politics, which, again, if you guys like it, if you don't, just let me know. I'll keep talking about it, or I won't. But let's go ahead with that one. But I mean, just the fact that you guys got me up to 80 views is, or close to 80 views. I think we're at 77 at this point. Hang on, I can real easy check real quick while it's loading. See, YouTube. Yeah, like I said, you guys are fantastic. Oh, that's that. Where's my videos? There we go. So let's see. We're at 81 views on that video. That is... Jeez, you guys are great. There we go. Now I need to finish getting stuff into Discord. What was I... Is that a wreck? Yeah, Mining Guild Comigula. Hemodula. Yeah, that's scrap. Interesting. Okay, let's go and get this into the last couple of things. But yeah, just fantastic what we've been able to accomplish. Just in, and again, that's like a single video. It's one day, and you guys got me that much stuff. That is awesome. Or technically over a day, but one day of recording, and you guys got it to. You guys loved the video that much, or at least there's enough people to be interested. It's Don't ask me why this is in. I was favoriting songs in Epidemic Sound to make. I'm planning on making a playlist soon, and honestly, this is one of my favorite songs, like ever. It comes from the Civil War, the American Civil War, and it has one of the best verses. Or is it a verse? Anyways, it has one of the best phrases in it that I've ever heard, and it really epitomized the mentality of the people at the time. And that was, "Hey, good evening, Dad." Sorry, I was still doing stuff, and that didn't show up on my. There we go. But yeah, one of my favorite verses in this song says, as he died to make men holy, let us die to make men free." And I wholeheartedly support that. Okay, what were we doing? No problem. Matching the Valerian Syndicate. Okay, so... Patrol... they're raiding this spot. Let's do it. I thought I accepted that. It won't let me accept it. Okay.
Autopilot engaged.
I got that place building. I think I got this place building. Yep, Battle Hymn of the Republic. It was playing just a minute ago. Now, it was the instrumental version because Epidemic Sound doesn't have the other version, but
Defense platform.
it was still interesting. Oh, so I called up the judge today just to find out exactly how much it was going to be and stuff like that for the wedding. It's scheduled. I just have to get the license, which we'll be picking up tomorrow. And then, yeah, so on Friday, we're planning on getting married. And the judge's favorite park to marry people at is the Chinese Reconciliation Park, which Heather and I went to a moon festival there during the first year we were dating. Which is kind of hilarious. Apparently, we are going to be getting married in a Chinese-style gazebo. Which is great.
X-Wing XJ3.
Where's... There we go. So, right here, right? Yep, there we go. So the thing with the X-Wing is right around there is a false mesh that you can get through because of how small those cockpits are. But yeah, so we're actually going to be getting married, I wasn't expecting it that... Right? But you see, it's little things like that that really like make me believe in God, because there's no way that that's a coincidence. Because Heather and I are both part Asian. Heather's 50% Korean. I'm, 22% Taiwanese. Okay, let's see. Assign targets to you. Okay, so I'm just patrolling.
Good luck out there.
I heard that.
Port range transporter A. Autopilot engaged.
Yeah, it's gonna crush me in that.
Engaged.
Okay, now.
Docking granted.
But yeah, it's little things like that because that really like solidify my faith. Just because something like that being a coincidence. If you just look at the statistics out of all the parks and all the judges, and
Docking aborted.
the hilarious part is this is the first judge I called, and literally he's like, "Oh yeah, just bring $100 in cash. Um, you know, pick a day of the week." He had that day completely clear too, and then he's like, "And I want to get you guys married at this park. There's a gazebo I like, and all that kind of stuff." And I'm just like, when they say the Lord provides, this is what they mean. Because I mean, the chances of that happening, again, are in at least the thousands. Because you have to go by all the judges that provide marriage services. You have to go by all the number of parks that are nearby or stuff like that. You have to take into account that he wanted a park instead of a courthouse, and then it to be the very park Heather and I once went on our date on one of our dates for a moon festival is just crazy. Especially since he didn't ask ethnicity or anything like that. He's like, "Oh, there's a park nearby the courthouse that I love to go and perform marriages in." You should be going a lot faster.
Defense platform.
Pretty sure I put my autopilot on. But yeah, it's just that kind of stuff doesn't happen very often. Now you can move in like normal. So it looks like this one's advertising a patrol or peace and stability. Okay.
Autopilot engaged.
But yeah, so so apparently it's going to be I go to my meeting that morning, 2 to 3. We head over to Tacoma and meet the guy around 4:30 for the wedding. Um, Sarah and Sean should be there, but there's a chance that they won't be if they're sick. Uh, Heather's mom and dad will be there along with her brother, so that still gives us our 2 witnesses. And then after that, we're coming back to the mall for some Golden Corral as kind of the wedding feast, and calling it good after that. We'll save the big party for when we can.
Keep an eye on sensors.
That's that guy. But we'll save the big party for a wedding anniversary, and just call that our like second wedding anniversary or something like that. I mean, it is something to celebrate, right? So okay.
Autopilot.
I'm waiting for the criminal traffic to pop up. That's what it is. Those little red circles are civilian vehicles, but they're used for like smuggling and stuff like that.
Autopilot. Engaged.
So this guy should be being built. This guy is being built. So I think that guy's being built. Yeah.
Autopilot. Disengage. Autopilot. Engaged.
But yep, so I don't think any political rants today, just because I mean, politics are politics. They're going to do whatever they can in the White House and stuff currently to try and push some pretty messed up stuff. And really, the only question is when have you had enough? When have they finally crossed that final line that justifies to not only yourself but the world whatever action you're going to take against them? Right? Is it the amount of cheating that happened during the 2020 elections?
Autopilot. Engaged.
See, this I was gonna put in a combat thing because you know it's just a full throttle kind of rock thing. But yeah, speaking of the 2020 elections, one of the officials that oversaw, I think it was Arizona, is in jail. That's what I'm looking for.
A.
Is currently being prosecuted for election fraud, of course. Why is it doing that? My
Autopilot. Engaged.
I think my joystick is too far from the center of my desk. So like when I grab it, I'm rotating it a little bit, and it's causing my ship to flip on its side. But yeah, so I can't remember her name, but one of the county officials is being investigated for election fraud. Because,
Thanks for your help.
you know, it's not enough that they won once. They need to make sure that they win again. And they can't really justify
Autopilot.
the same measures they did without, you know, a national emergency. Even a manufactured one like COVID. Which it was manufactured, we all know this. All the science points to it being manufactured. They've even admitted the lab that it came from.
Autopilot. Engaged.
Oh, and apparently the US made an even deadlier version, because why not? the CDC bred one or bred a version in the lab that's killing 80% of mice that it's in currently. Because, you know, they couldn't leave well enough alone.
Disengage.
What's this? What are those? What's that? Tabana gas. Oh, well, okay. Ooh,
Civilian ship A.
got it. Alright.
Autopilot. Engaged.
But, yeah. Oh, but hilariously, the YouTube and the Democrats have assured that I'm voting for at least one person soon. I need to check and see if my ballot's in the mail. So they keep saying you have to vote and all that,
Ship A.
but then they don't send me my ballots until like a week after. Okay. Agnew steak. Okay.
Autopilot. Engaged.
And you know, in Washington, I think they shut down most of their go and vote areas. So,
Platform.
what you gonna do? But yeah, they keep running ads about a woman named Tiffany Smiley, and they keep saying, "Well, you know, she's against abortion, she supports Trump and stuff like that." And I'm like, "Okay," and she's like, "She's wrong for Congress. You shouldn't vote for her." And I'm like, "Well, seeing as you're not presenting me with any other options, and the two things you've said about her really aren't all that bad because I'm against abortion, you kind of ensured that I'm gonna be voting for her."
Autopilot. Disengage.
Although I will have to like go and look up a little bit more about her policies and stuff, but in all honesty, just being against abortion is enough, you know? I mean, that is abortion is so messed up.
Autopilot. Engaged.
I mean, the way I look at abortion is the same way, or an abortion doctors, it's the same way most people would look at that kid that went in and shot up a school. You know, it's no difference. In fact, the only difference is what, 6 years? One, the kids have been out of the womb for 6 years. The other one is the kids never even got the chance, which is actually worse. The one where the kids could run away and maybe fight back, or the one where the kid never stood a chance.
Disengage.
Ah, hello.
Civilian ship A.
Using my magnet to collect some stuff, because that's stuff for selling.
Autopilot. Engaged.
But yeah, to me, like, most people are raised to believe murder is murder. But they're also being taught that abortion isn't murder because, quote unquote, the fetus isn't alive. That's scientifically wrong. If it's growing and eating, it's alive. They're even wrong about it not feeling any pain.
Disengage.
There's a reason they don't do video ultrasounds when they perform that kind of stuff. And that's because it was too traumatic for the doctors.
Autopilot. Engaged.
But yeah, I'm so sick and tired of them trying to manipulate my votes by doing underhanded deeds like that. I mean, when it comes to elections, everything should be out in the open. It doesn't matter, like, all the scandals, all of that. All of that should be out in the open and being in our news cycles in order for people to make an informed decision. Because here's the thing, when a scandal is announced and it's not proven or disproven, it's up to the individual to decide.
Autopilot. Disengage.
Right? Especially with something as important as, one, the President of the United States, and two, just our own opinions on the matter. We can believe what evidence is presented, you know? But that's the other thing. The news should not be allowed to make accusations without there being evidence of what they're accusing people of.
Autopilot. Engage.
There needs to be repercussions for our newscast. And people will say, well, the First Amendment, you know, freedom of the press and all that. It's like, yes, but the press isn't free to libel somebody. Right? They are free to say whatever they want. They are not free to accuse people of a crime without presenting evidence first. This is also why, if they don't tell you who the whistleblower is, they shouldn't be running the story.
Autopilot. Disengage.
Because I understand trying to protect your sources, but there's... Oop. I saw that. Hi.
Transporter. E.
Oh, you're right there. See, the more of those I blow up, the better reward I get, so...
Autopilot. Engage.
But yeah, so most of these stories against Trump, they never tell you, flat out, they never tell you who the whistleblower is. They say somebody in Trump's circle. So that could be a hobo that shook Trump's hand once. Right? Like, that's what they're doing. They've never actually proven anything. Heck, some of those stories that came out about Trump were written by the very person who quote unquote reported it.
Autopilot. Engage.
But yeah, I don't know. There's a fine line between trying to protect your source and just making stuff up. And honestly, I feel like the news nowadays makes up more stuff than they actually report on. Primarily because if you make it up, it can be as bad as you want. I mean, think about it. I could literally say, this entire family of 5 that I just made up was murdered by somebody tonight. And report all about that. I can make up everything about that. The race of the criminal, the race of the family, whether the family had a boy or a girl, right? And I could make an entire 50-minute report all about this made-up family. And nowadays, a lot of people would believe it. Right? Especially if I was a quote-unquote trusted news anchor. So it's really all about whether or not you can confirm what the report is saying, which is normally why it's best to use multiple sources. Problem is CNN, MSNBC, NBC, I think CBS and all them, they're actually owned by the same person. They're only ever allowed to report on the same stories. That has been sitting there for a while. Okay.
Refined food. Civilian ship A.
Yep.
Please spare us.
Yep. Space flags. Okay, that's where I'm going. Let's see. Let my ship do what it's supposed to do. Apparently, spacefly eggs aren't actually illegal in this sector. Okay. Yeah, that's how you make space caviar, apparently. Oh, because it's not about winning for them, it's about ensuring that they win. See, here's the thing. With the mentality of a Democrat, and YouTube censored that, by the way.
Autopilot disengaged.
So, it showed up on my feed, but not on my YouTube feed, so... Because technically my chat program, you're typing in both at once.
Autopilot engaged.
Ooh, hang on.
Mass transporter B.
That should have hit.
Cannot tolerate your actions.
I stopped?
Autopilot engaged.
I missed the shuttle a little bit. But yeah, it's because you gotta think about it. The Democrats believe themselves to be aristocrats. If they're in office, they think they're better than you and they know more than you. So, in their heads, why should they leave anything up to chance? In their minds, you're an idiot. And you shouldn't even have a vote because you don't deserve one in their heads. You are non-consequential, but you're also... You shouldn't have any rights. You're a serf. You're a peasant. Why on earth is their job dependent on what you say? Despite the fact that we're supposedly the ones that vote on for them. Right? They see votes as a currency, basically.
Autopilot.
A currency that they're entitled to, and they will have it if they can. Whether it's denying you your vote by just simply, like, you look here in Washington. If you're a registered Republican, a lot of the times you're receiving your voting pamphlets late. Like, Heather, she got her voting pamphlet 2 days ago. The election is on the 8th. You know, about a week, 2 weeks away. We still haven't received, and they're already talking about people receiving their, voter, or their, oh, what is it? Their ballots already, right? They're like, you got your ballots, go out and vote. Heather and I haven't received our ballots yet. Yeah, exactly. And yeah, it's...
Smuggling vessel found nearby.
Hang on a sec. Yeah. Yeah, so the last two messages that have not come through on my YouTube chat, but they are coming through on my... on the one that I have up overlaid on my game. Which I find hilarious. But yeah, that is honestly the most dangerous thing. And it's like, well, why aren't they the ones getting, you know, vasectomies and stuff like that? Alright, so let's see, what am I getting? Total reward is $744,000. Not bad. Almost $745,000. Man, if only it was that easy to earn money in real life. Just, you know, patrol around, do some business for, like, the local police force or whatever. There we go. Right? Take some pot shots at some criminals and call it a good day. Be like, oh yeah, I just earned, like, you know, I almost earned $1 million for shooting at criminals.
Explain XJ3.
But yeah, it's just bad. Oop, I heard that. I think it just popped out and popped right back in. Okay, let's see if we can't start some trouble. So, actually, I want to go here. I want to make sure that that's actually being built. I think it is. Because this is what I need built before I can start buying better ships at the ports up here. So, like, even a medium-sized ship I have locked out from the good ones. So this one can dock 2 small ships here and here. This one can... Actually, you can see right here. See S-docks. The Lancer is just really cool. And then they got the Crusader class, which is really cool as well. Kind of weak as far as the hull, though. Like, it's kind of weird. 75. Okay, no, it says that the hull should be really cool. Good. Huh. Okay. Yep, it's being built. So it's kind of cool, because this big ship down here actually sends, like, little drones out to go and, like, build the stations for you. But, yeah. Let's actually do a... For... Let's see... So it said that this is right up there. I don't see anything yet. Let's see... Death Watch Patrol Geyser, or Geezer, however you want to pronounce that. So those are patrol craft. But yeah. Jeez, 6 million. Let's see. Do you have everything you need as far as money? Yeah, according to this, it has everything it needs as far as money is concerned. What about you? Do you have everything you need? I think you actually... I could just go here. I can't give this one enough money yet. I almost can. I'm only 3 million away, which... Man, the amount of money that you go through in games like this is really ridiculous. So what's this? High-tech factory. For some reason, it's not exposed. Is there any, like, actual combat missions? Could go deal with the Valorian Syndicate. If I do it here, I can't get in trouble. Let's do that. Who knows, maybe I'll get a large ship. That would be nice. Fly to Lantilles. But, yeah. No, that's like, the Proud Boys being arrested for January 6th. One, they didn't take part in the actual quote unquote assault on the Capitol there. They were just, in the crowd. And people forget the whole reason why the Proud Boys was founded. They think they're a white supremacist group. They're not. Their founder was Mexican, for one. But what it was at the time, Antifa was on the rise. And Antifa had the whole, punch a Nazi saying. And they were literally going to conservative rallies and starting fights. The Proud Boys were created in response to that. Basically, almost like a private police force meant to go to these rallies and stuff, stay on one side of the aisle, one side of the road, the right side, or wherever the conservatives were, and make sure some teenage punk in a hoodie and a mask didn't come up and start hitting people. Right? They made sure that they stood out from the crowd, that they couldn't just blend in the background, and they wore kind of civilian military chic, and the only reason they were there was because people were starting fights, and they were there to stop it. Now, what that group is nowadays or whatever, it's hard to tell because the news only ever paints them in one light and never even mentions why they were founded and stuff, because back then they were trying to lie to us and say Antifa was just an idea. It wasn't real. It was a conservative spook. And it's like, no, it was very real. I remember watching on the news when they did the live reporting, watching the guy with the Antifa shirt and the hoodie and the mask walk up and just deck somebody across the face. Then he takes off, right, and goes and gets the cops to arrest the people that he just assaulted. Because, what's the cop supposed to do when this teenage punk runs up to him? You literally see him, pull off his mask and stuff, and he's like, they're coming after me. What he didn't tell the cop was because I punched him in the face. But, they do it without any accountability for their actions. And again, because they're nameless... Okay. That's where I am. The cops can't go up and arrest him for it. Right? And that's how they got away with it for so long. And then they recruited more people and more varied people to their cause. So now the black guy, or, the Mexican, or whoever they hire or have in their faction, goes up, decks somebody, and then they call racism, and that's how they painted the Proud Boys as a racial, or a white supremacist group, despite over half of its members being people of color. It's stupid. And then suddenly you start hearing about these people that they quote-unquote arrested with, loads of guns. And it's like... So, your initial outrage is wearing out. So now you begin to hire people and make up stories about these people showing up with guns. Here's the thing. If there were people arrested with firearms the day of January 6th, that would have been front page news that day. But the problem was the FBI who actually brought the guns needed somebody to take the fall that wasn't another FBI agent, because they've already made that mistake 6 or 7 times. You have those one people that were planning on kidnapping that one politician, senator, I believe. 7 out of 9 of the people arrested for that case were FBI agents. So, for that supremacist group, or whatever, the political terrorist group, I have to look and see if they're open this year. I know they weren't open last year. So, it's one of those kinds of stupid things. And Washington is one of the Washington State is one of those states that went real big on the mail-in voting. Now, the United States Postal Service can't get me a package on time. And they expect me to trust them with my vote, or with my ballot. But yeah, as far as I know, I don't think we can. I'm gonna be checking the mail tomorrow to see if my ballot finally came in. But again, it's 2 weeks away from elections, and they're already telling people to go and vote, telling them that they should have their ballots already, which means they sent them all out to the Democrats in the state already. They made sure everybody in like Olympia, Seattle, maybe even Tacoma, but I don't think they like Tacoma very much because Tacoma doesn't like Democrats very much. We see too many problems with this. Man, there is like no pirates. Let's see if I can't get over here.
Autopilot engaged.
But yeah, they just. They made sure the people that they want voting have ballots to vote. They're not going to make sure that people they don't want to vote have ballots to vote. And then, like I said, they usually close all of the polling places so that you can't go and vote. Which they'll probably cite something like COVID concerns or something like that. Hang on, what's that?
Disengage.
Durasteel frame. Well, somebody was pirated over here. But yeah, they're very sneaky about how they do stuff. Like, we know for a fact here in Washington, illegal immigrants vote. Because not only are we a sanctuary state, but they also go out of their way to ensure that illegal immigrants get things like a driver's license. And in Washington state, they only issue one form of ID. You either get your state ID, which they don't issue to illegal immigrants, or they issue you a driver's license. You can have one or the other, not both. So if they're giving illegal immigrants driver's licenses, they're giving them the ability to vote. And that is messed up when you think about it.
R41 Star Chaser.
Uh-oh, what's this? Oh. Well, that's not good. They're in trouble.
You're hit.
I was gonna go and attack them, but if they're fighting the Yazan Vong... Come on. Ah, he has flares. There you are. What the heck happened to my shields?
Oh, damn it.
Jeez. Forgot how strong your kits are.
Oh, critical.
They're about to nail my ship. Ah. No. One more shot and I'm gone.
Ejecting.
Ah, come on.
Emergency eject successful.
I'm not close enough to get on any ships. Did they really just leave me out here to die? Jeez. Yeah, did you see that? How fast my ship died to those things? That is utterly ridiculous. I need you. You come here. Just here. Oh, I should be, like, leaving this area. I can move at 35 meters a second! But yeah, we know that they cheat, and they cheat all the freaking time. Like, so in this most previous, or in the past couple of presidential elections, Washington technically is cheating because they Seattle and Olympia decided that nobody else's vote should matter in this state. So what they did was they basically got rid of the electoral college in this state. They convinced a bunch of the people coming out of high school, because I remember them trying to do this to me too, that the electoral college is wrong. It's cheating. Because why should somebody who loses the popular vote lose, votes or lose in general, right? Biden got 81 million extra votes compared to President Trump, but he technically should have lost due to the electoral college. Because in Washington state alone, our electoral college actually voted for Trump and not Biden. Now, you might ask yourself, well, how does that work? So, a state, according to the electoral college, a state is broken up into different, basically, sectors, right? And each sector gets an electoral college vote. So what happened was more spots in the state voted for Trump than voted for Biden. Now, the two biggest cities in the state voted for Biden and not Trump. But when 90% of your state is red and two cities are blue, and the entire state ends up voting blue because of that, that is actually cheating.
DH40.
Okay. Let's see. I needed a ship, so let's go up here.
Autopilot engaged.
And I'll make myself another X-Wing. These ships are so weak compared to those, Also, for some reason, this one... So, 9... Wow. It's actually better. What about you? You got 16. Let's do this one, actually. It's still a small craft, so it should work. But yeah, so and that's what I mean by they feel like they're elites. See, in the democratic socialist perfect world, you don't own a car, you don't own a home, you don't own property. You work, and 90% of your paycheck is used to pay them.
Plan to leave.
Now, I don't know.
Autopilot disengaged. Autopilot disengaged.
Why? So, I should be going here, right? Yeah, that's where my guidance is going. Where am I? I'm right here. Oh, that's what's going on. Okay. Yeah, it is 3. But yeah, basically that's their perfect world. You don't vote, you don't... Like, everything you own is controlled by them. That's a Democrat's perfect world. You don't... Everything. Oh yeah, for sure. There.
Autopilot engaged.
Oh yeah, and they get them to agree to that and to do it by brainwashing them in colleges and in high school. Because that's what people don't understand. Like, Libs of TikTok, the group that actually exposes liberal teachers and stuff like that who post this stuff on TikTok. Well, one, the reason they're posting it on TikTok is because TikTok is owned by China, and they know it. These people are literally getting paid by China if they get paid by TikTok and the Chinese algorithm purposely pushes them to the forefront, which is also their mistake, because China wants us weak and they want us to be communists. So what better way than, celebrating teachers and stuff that are forcing it? But the Libs of TikTok exposes teachers elementary through college. That's what people don't understand. Most of the teachers on Lib of TikTok are like
Jump completed. Roche.
literally like elementary school teachers. They're like, oh, it's my first day of kindergarten. Let's teach kids about transgenderism. But yeah, the thing is they want you owning absolutely nothing, including your name, including anything you should own. Okay, so this one needs another one of these. Like, and again, the reason they don't want you to have like a last name, a gender, anything like that, like, they don't want you to have any documentation, because if you have no documentation or no valid documentation, whatever they do to you goes. That's the scary part. Okay, I think I need to be more this way.
Autopilot. Engaged.
Like, people don't understand, but the reason they feel you should be gender fluid is because if say you have a child, your child is gender fluid, they go missing. Yeah, right? But your child goes missing. If you can't tell the cops if your child is a male or female, the cops can't find your kid. They have no DNA to go off of. You don't tell them whether or not they're looking for a little girl or a little boy, because it's whatever your child is feeling at the moment. Heck, he could be a velociraptor. It makes it harder for cops to actually do their job. And this is one of the big reasons why illegal immigration is so bad. If people come into the country illegally and undocumented, and they're scared to go to the cops, because if they go to the cops, they'll be deported and they'll lose everything that they've come here to gain. Will they go to the cops? No. If they aren't going to the cops, the government and the gangs can do whatever they want to these people. That was a big thing in the 90s. Like, the biggest reason we don't want illegal immigration isn't for our safety, it's for theirs. Because maybe 1 in 10 is like a murderer or something like that, right? Well, how are we supposed to help them if we don't know who they are? And how are we supposed to help them if they can't even go to the cops if something happens? Right? It's legitimately that simple. But yeah, no, I really should have registered Democrat, but I registered Republican. Because honestly, I don't want to have anything to do with that, with the Democratic Party. Not only are they socialists, but throughout history, Democrats have been on the wrong side of everything. They've been for slavery. They founded the KKK. They supported Hitler back in 1940. Democrats are the worst political party, and they've always been the worst political party. They've just gotten better at lying about it, and even that they're pretty bad at. I mean, think about this. The entire Democratic Party is made up of lawyers, and they failed to properly impeach a president. They failed to even make a valid case against him. Really? But yeah, it's so stupid. The only way they've held states like California, excuse me, and Washington is they hold the two main cities where the education system is so bad because of their policies. Half of the people graduating high school can't read. Think about that. We are beholden to a group of people that can't get people to read. Okay, so it should be probably right up here.
Autopilot engaged.
But yeah, I don't want a Democrat anywhere near my name. I feel like that would be a tarnish. I mean, here's the thing. Sure, Trump's done some pretty bad stuff. You know, most people have when they get to, one, his age, and two, his power level. Right? Like, even before he was a political powerhouse, he was a industrial powerhouse. He had enough pull and power to pull New York out of a recession. Think about that. One man had that much ability. And he's done that multiple times because he's done that to Europe as well. Like he did that to England back in the day. Right? I just realized I'm going slow, so... I could have sworn... Yeah, this is on autopilot. Why am I not using my travel mode? What's all this? Where is it? Right there. But yeah, he managed to do all of that. Right? Even before he was president. That guy had more than enough power. But most people don't get why he became president. They thought it was a meme and stuff like that. Or at least the Democrats did. Which makes sense because they don't know how to meme properly.
Autopilot epically failed.
Really? Am I stuck inside an asteroid? Jeez. But, he was never voted for because he was a good person. Honestly, you don't want a good person in the presidential slot. At least not right now. The world is not ready for a good person president. What we needed was a businessman. What we needed was a shark. What we needed was a mud monster. I mean, people don't get it, but over the past, 20 years? Maybe, yeah, about 20 years. He was the only president since the 1990s to not start a war. Because you have Bush starting it in Iraq and Afghanistan. You have Obama starting it in Iran. Right? Everybody before President Trump, after about... I hate to say it, but after the Clintons... Which, Clintons are really corrupt. That's who he was running against. You have two people like that running against each other. Yeah, I'm gonna vote for the guy who's not trying to sell out my country. Thank you very much.
Autopilot engaged.
But yeah, and again, here's the thing. He did the job we hired him for. He was pulling the United States out of recession before COVID. He prevented more wars from starting while he was in. We had relative peace with both North Korea and Russia while he was in office. And again, and China. And he did all of that without bending a knee to them. At least not publicly. When he spoke to Vladimir Putin, he didn't call him a dog or crazy or anything like that. He treated him like a fellow political leader, which is what's needed on the forum. When two CEOs talk to each other, which is exactly how Trump was treating him. He treated him like he was a business partner, like he was somebody that he needed to get stuff done. And Putin responded positively to that. Right? Same with Kim Jong-un. You treat...
Jump completed. Look
What's going on here?
Disengage.
What's going on here? Imp. Ooh. If I could get the Gazanti, that would be pretty good. But it's New Republic versus the Imperials. And the reason why I'm saying this is I'm a conservative. I was always raised as a conservative. I was raised, it's not about the political party. The only reason I'm registered with a political party is one, they tend to do more good than harm, and they tend to stand for what I'm more apt to stand for. Not only that, Washington is a two-party state. You have to choose a party in order to register to vote. Wasn't always like that. They changed that back in the around 2004, I want to say. Might have been earlier than that, but that's about when I remember them changing that. Jeez, that's a lot of firepower.
Imperial Gozanti freighter.
What do you want?
Surrender? Ah, he didn't surrender. Oh, maybe I can take his loot. It fell off a truck. Oh, apparently I can't grab this one. Oh, nope, I did. Okay. Now, weren't you supposed to be building me a U-wing? Oh, they did. Cool.
Hello there.
Hello. Okay, teleport to you. Proceed with current orders. Remove orders. Okay, so he's going back to his trading. Oh, right, he was just trading, wasn't he? Oh.
U-wing.
Now, this ship is really cool. Because if you... So, see how that's like that? Move that up. That needs to be down. Okay. Oops, that's the wrong button. How cool is that? Yeah, I just need something with better hull damage. Alrighty. What's that? Is that a New Republic?
40B torpedo cruiser.
Ah, if I attack that in this sector, I'll get in trouble. Even though for some reason the New Republic decided, oh, we don't like you. I don't like you. So-and-so doesn't like you either. But yeah, it's kind of messed up what they did to Washington. And not Washington, D.C., Washington State, but yeah. Let's go and investigate this thing, shall we? Actually, no, I want to go back here. Ooh. Ooh, that's under attack.
Autopilot engaged.
But yeah, it's just... Because, yeah, I was raised conservative. I was raised, you do what's best for God, country, and family.
Jump
You know,
completed.
like,
Columix.
one of the best things we should have done for the family, not support single motherhood. Sorry, it's just it's very bad. And I remember the ads that they ran about it. How, you know, like, oh man, it's hard to remember them exactly, but they would say things like, "Oh, well, you know, you love your mom, and you know, single motherhood is just," blah. And it's like, but you look at single mother or the stats around single motherhood, increased chance of imprisonment, poor, or increased chances of being poor. Just and part of that is responsibility. Um, Traditionally, responsibility is taught to children by their father, the guy that they see every day going to work to feed them. Right?
Jump completed. Centaurus.
But then you have like they you know glorified being a street kid. Really? You're gonna glorify that? You might as well glorify being in jail. But yeah, it's bad. Okay, looks like that's just patrols. Come to think of it, I almost caught a resupply ship from the New Republic over there. Ooh.
Jump completed. Roach.
No way. If that's showing up on the map, it means that I think I can go and claim it. Yeah. Flying weight, go here. I can claim that ship. They got a Y-wing just sitting there. That's cool. Don't know why there's a Black Sun Y-wing sitting there though, but neat. And the Y-wings are so good because not only do they have the two forward-facing guns, they also have a ion turret on top of it, which can not only will it auto target things, but it also is effective against shields. Like an ion turret can actually hurt large ship shields, which is really nice. So can you claim that yet? Too far away. So that's a really good find. That might be my next combat ship, honestly. Come on. I just have to get to it before somebody else or flies by and grabs it.
Jump completed. Lantilles.
But yeah, and I mean, it's so, like... the sector is under attack, too. But Democrats are so blatant in, like, their two-facedness, their hypocrisy. I mean, think about it. All through the summer of 2020, they're all like, police officers are evil, we need less of them, blah, 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 they can't do the job. And then all through, like, 2021, they're like, oh, we didn't say that, we didn't say that. And then all through, or 2021, they were like, we didn't say that. And then all through, or through most of 2022, they're sitting there saying, oh no, we need more police. We need our police officers. It's the conservatives who said that we didn't need them. It's like, where are your tags for misinformation at that point? Right? I mean, obviously, they're the ones that are lying to people. So where are their tags for misinformation? Where, like, conservatives will bring up videos showing, no, they're the ones that said this. We literally have them riding in the streets saying they don't want police officers anymore. Or they want to massively reduce them, or all cops are evil, or, you know.
Geyser.
So where's them getting, like, kicked off of YouTube and kicked out of Twitter? Oh, and then the Twitter thing. Haha. I love that the Twitter thing happened, because since the Twitter thing happened with Elon Musk and stuff, like, the Democrats are in a lot of hot water for that one. And they don't even realize it yet. Because since... Yep, exactly, Dad. And for those of you who can't see what Dad said, because, you know, YouTube, the leftist socialist Democrats stand for everything that God stands against, and stand against everything God stands for. They stand against personal responsibility. They stand against life. They stand, like... Again, I don't get how these evil people keep getting elected.
Completed. Can up.
Ship is too far away. Man, you are so slow. But yeah, and here's the thing. Even with this chat thread here, they're proving they're biased. So, what the YouTube algorithm looks for is things like leftist, socialist, Democrats. Once Dad said that, YouTube no longer lets his comment go through on their website. It still goes through on my end, because I'm using a separate chat program. That's how I can read it and all that. But YouTube... Wow. Really? Did I just get here that fast? Do I not have any Marines on me?
Autopilot. Disengage.
Okay, well, let's do this. I can do this. But yeah, legitimately it is that bad with them. They can't even, like... And here's the thing. Democrats are so racist that they cannot stand to have even a single representation of another race anywhere around them. Think about that for a moment.
Y-wing BTL BPM.
There we go. Okay, and he should be taking off. Ooh, it's one of the nice ones, too. Look at that. Is he not moving? Okay, he is moving. Now, I think this is the same type the Mandalorians have. If not them, it's the same type that the CSA have, so I can get more. Cool. It's on his way. Just a little red dot. Nice. I love the landing pods. The landing pods are a neat design. Ah, they just blew up a bunch of stuff. That's okay, though. Upgrade. Gonna get an upgrade. An upgrade. Nice. That one. Yeah, that one. And Space bomb launcher or flex tube launcher? Ooh, flex tube. Okay. Not bad. Increase the hull. Crew is good. Don't need too much crew. What about the shields? The shields, 17. Okay, best shields I can have. Yeah, okay. Add to shopping list. Confirm order. Nice. But yeah, I completely agree. I mean, and that's one of the reasons, even though it would be easier for me to express express political views and all that if I was quote unquote a Democrat, especially in Washington state. God never said we're supposed to take the easy route. He said we're supposed to take the hard one. Because that's the morally righteous one. I'm not going to lie about my political affiliations just because it's going to make it easier on me to, pass my votes and stuff. Because here's the thing. When they push everything too far, when they finally hit that point where they've crossed the line and have pushed normal people to war, because here's the thing. It's not going to be conservative versus leftist. It's going to be leftist versus conservative, centrist, anything that's right of the aisle of them. They are going to cause a war with those people. And when they do, it's not going to be easy. Because they say they don't believe in guns, and then they stockpile guns. Right? Okay, let's see what's going on over here.
Autopilot engaged.
Like, that's how leftists work. They lie, they cheat, they steal. That's why every time you see them coming out in the defense of somebody, it's a liar, it's a cheater, and it's somebody who steals. Just flat out. And then they go around and point at people who make money in an honest way and say they lie and cheat and steal. Right? I mean, look at how much they hate anybody with a successful business. Absolute vitriol if somebody is a CEO, unless it's one of their party. Then they're like, oh no, this person's doing the right thing. He did the same things everybody else did to get to that point. In fact, more than likely, he's the one that was dishonest about it. Right? It's literally, they make the people who are the most dishonest their saints. Look at George Floyd. They literally made him a saint somehow. Right? There's pictures of him. There's paintings of him with Jesus. They have a bust of him, which I love that got struck by lightning. They put this man up on a pedestal, and just like my dad said, he was against everything God stands for. Shoot. They got a Pelta with them. That's an anti-fighter ship. I mean, think about it. George Floyd was a criminal. He did hard drugs. He was on heroin and stuff like that. He held people up at gunpoint, threatened their lives. He beat, one of the main reasons he went to jail was he beat his own son within, an inch of his life. They're attacking my faction, and I don't like that. Problem is that and that. Those ships are outclass my ship by a lot. That's a garrison 2. That's a patrol. Patrol Pelta 2 class. But yeah, that's the kind of person that they support. Here's the thing. You look at Beto O'Rourke, right? He says he wants to take our firearms to protect children. Quote unquote protect children. But he also wrote in a diary about how he dreamt of running them down with his car. Right? The dude went to jail for having relations with an underage woman or underage girl. Like, here's the thing. I don't know how he got elected in the first place. I don't know how he ran for office, considering that he has felonies on his record. Felonies are supposed to make it where you cannot run for office in the United States. Or at least in most of the United States. Again, he might be a little bit different, or where he comes from might be a little bit different. But who on earth voted for that man? Well, I mean, to be fair, probably nobody, but that's just how that works for them. But yeah, the dude is a scumbag. It's just like, we had somebody running for, like, state congress here who jumped onto a bus full of school children, yelled obscenities at them for being racist, istophobes, that kind of thing. And again, school children, and threatened them with a bomb, saying that she had it on her. She didn't, so her crime was, like, lessened because she didn't have a bomb on her. But she ran for state congress, and I don't know if she won or not, because after the elections are done, they never tell you. Right? It's not, oh, so-and-so became, congressional woman today. No. It's like, oh, so-and-so's running. Nothing after that. Because they don't want you to be like, well, who voted for this person? Because the more you say, well, who voted for this person, the more you realize, nobody. Just because, like, and again, it's stupid. What's going on here? I just heard the phrase "eat space." The CSA entered my territory, or my allies' territory. Although this is a good chance to get a slightly larger ship. They're heading this way, so. But yeah, it makes you wonder how people let them get away with it for so long. And I know a part of it is, especially for, like, Democrats and stuff, anytime they get in trouble, they like to point fingers and say, oh no, it was them. Like, so, difference between a conservative Republican and a Democrat. When conservatives get in trouble, we tend to go, wait a minute, but didn't that person do it just the same and not get in trouble for it? A Democrat points fingers at somebody and goes, no, they did it. See, there's a difference. One side is saying, wait, why aren't we being treated equally? If we're getting in trouble for this, why isn't so-and-so getting in trouble with this? And Democrats go, no, they did it, not us. And it's like, no, we caught you red-handed. Your hand was literally in the cookie jar. I mean, you have, like, Nancy Pelosi changing real estate laws in California so her husband, who is a realtor, can make money. That's illegal. Like, that is highly illegal. And they're like, oh, no, we didn't do that. That was so-and-so. And it's like, so-and-so's never even been accused of that. Well, we're accusing of him of it now. We're going to, throw the book at him. You should watch the case. And it's like, okay, but the original accusation was of you doing this. It's just like, amazingly, I actually did this to somebody recently. They're like, well, didn't Trump have a quid pro quo with Ukraine? And I'm like, no, Biden did. Biden, the guy who's currently allowing a war to ravage that country, right? Biden had a quid pro quo with Ukraine where he's literally on video going, The famous line, well, son of a bitch, the guy was gone. Wow, that ship just went and disappeared, didn't it? Weird.
Autopilot.
I'm trying to find a place to get combat, by the way. Hello. Ooh. You know, that would be kind of scary, just seeing space underneath you like that. Not gonna lie. But yeah, we just like... It's so stupid, because then they also accuse Republicans, like, anytime we go, well, didn't so-and-so also do this? They're like, oh, you're just trying to make it seem better for yourself. It's like, no, I'm asking a legitimate question. Why is it the laws apply to this person but not that person? And again, the only time you kind of see that kind of stuff is when Democrats start acting like they're royalty. They feel like they're better than you and that they deserve more than you. And they believe that the laws that they help pass shouldn't apply to them but should apply to you. You know, I mean, think about it. Biden was one of the people who passed the drug laws back in the 1980s and 1970s. His son was doing crack and heroin in his house. And we have the laptop to prove it. But again, rules for thee, not for me. They think they're royalty, they act like they're royalty, and they believe that the laws that they pass should not be on them, but should be on you.
Autopilot. Disengage.
Okay, so let's see. There's that guy who's doing an attack against... Oh, shoot.
Factory.
Oh, where's... Well, he's not gonna get very far. So why is there a single patrol in there? So according to that, it should be right behind us. And down a little bit. This means that it's not under construction. Shoot. Okay, so he's gonna be there for a while. Looks like they're going after one of these. I think they're finally combating these guys. Thought I said I wasn't going to get political in this one. Oh well. I mean, it's hard not to be political when people are constantly trying to trample your rights, influence how you're going to vote, and just
Disengage.
do all kinds of evil things. So they might be going after the defense platform. Ah, little quad jumper, why don't you go back up here? Wait, no. Remove that order. I'm sorry. I forgot. He's supposed to be, like, looting for this thing. Yeah, see? So he should actually be grabbing...
Quad jumper.
Nice, he's got something. He found himself a wreck. Ooh, that's because there's a lot of broken ships around here. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna go back to my little fortress that's being built over here. Because I kind of want to see how well that thing's done anyways. And I'm actually going to go get a drink. Hey, it's not A, it's 5. Cool. Alright, I'll be right back.
Autopilot disengaged.
Alright, I am back. I am back. I am back. Okay, let's see.
Defense platform.
Hmm. You know what? Does this have a manager? I don't think it does. Information. Name, defense platform, crew. Oh, it does have a manager. Torb Mile. I must have sent him over there already. Yeah, look at these defensive measures. And then that huge dome that it has on top of it is just full of guns. Because, you can't fight off pirates and people trying to break into your home if you don't have firearms. Just pure and simple. Less wharf. Oh yeah, Dad, I named a ship after you. I hope you don't mind. I thought you'd like it. It's my big battle cruiser too. So you, okay, you do have somebody there. Let's see. Build ships, size S. So I bought the stuff to make sure I could buy that, but I don't have the resources for it. Although, if I send one of these sailing or ships that can sell goods to it, that would work, I think. I went with the Time Mining Guild thing because it was the cheapest, honestly. Okay, so that has everything it needs. And it's just building. Let's see if I can actually find the current spot that they're working on it. Oh, right here. So yeah, these drones that are just like flying up and welding in the pixels. It's pretty cool. But yeah. Is there any good missions on offers? Flirt Mandalorian, Death Watch, Patrol Geyser. I don't want to do any more patrols. Okay, I'm at 9 mil. What do you need? You need. Oh. There we go. That leaves me with 1.5 millions. Okay, confirm. So that means that they should be able to buy everything and do everything that they need to do. Actually, if I have 1 million left, I'm gonna do this, because it needs to happen, I think. Buy ships, buy medium ship. Bulk freighter. Probably this one, really. What are you when you're all paid for? 2 million. Okay, okay. What about this one? 1.6 mil. I don't have that much, and I heard that. Oh boy. See, I'm kind of hoping I can get a, Wow, they actually did a lot of damage to that Fang Fighter. Which is weird, they shouldn't be able to do that much damage. Oh, that's what's getting him. Yeah, see, I want to get one of these ships, and then I can start actually, you know, attacking some of the stations and stuff. Okay. That's a lot of fighters going after him. Okay, let's see. Hello. Ah, okay. Ooh, what's this? Tag cargo liner, Moncal. That has the same thing as a resupply ship on it, though. Ooh. Oh, he's dead. Ah, I wonder if I should engage. Technically, this is both my faction and not my faction, because they're a friendly faction.
Requesting immediate
TR-90A.
I...
We're taking hits.
Yes, you are. Oh.
Try again.
I am trying again. Jeez, I don't think I have the guns for it. I need to be in the Y-Wing. Actually, Now that I think about it. Oh, shoot. No. No. Well, at least I have a lot more health. Shoot. Gotta get some fancier flying in. And up. And down. And around.
Hull damage.
Yes, I know. Through the portal. And gone.
Jump completed. Geyser.
Ooh.
Stage 1 holler.
Twin suns. Okay. I need to go and get my little fighter back.
Autopilot.
I didn't have enough guns to actually hurt it because I only have the 2. They were barely doing any damage to its shields or anything. Although I am happy that my ship lasted as long as it did. See, that's the trade-off half the time, is between firepower and, you know, ship strength, but I kind of hate that the fighters feel so weak now. They used to feel so powerful. What are these guys doing here? They're not supposed to be here. Pirate Lancer. This is a really cool ship, though. I just wish it was more powerful. But, I mean, for what it is, it's really nice.
Jump.
Kind of slow, though.
Concord down.
Concord, done. Okay, so let's see. Once I'm here, I think I can teleport to this thing. I think I can teleport over 2 sectors. Hey, he's actually doing selling and stuff. Nice. Yeah, I need to make like a wing of just merchant ships and send them out. The problem is merchant ships often suffer from a lot of the yeah.
Completed. Ordo.
Let's see. Nope, out of range. So I need to be in the second sector. But yeah, I'll fix this guy up and make him the merchant ship for this guy. And I should be able to start producing my own ships at that point. In which case, the enemy should watch out, because even TIE fighters are pretty deadly in larger groups. So he has an order to go somewhere and wait until other orders. Alright.
Jump completed.
Teleport to.
Mandalore.
Okay, you.
Autopilot. Disengage. Jump completed. Palavala.
Okay, upgrade and repair. Repair. See, you got a good shield on you. You got best thrusters. Best guns, because they're the only guns I can buy. Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, it's just the way that they are, and like I said, Most of us don't want to actually stand for it, but we want to, like, the biggest thing is to wait for a point in time in the history books where you can prove that the democratic socialists of today are no better than the Nazis of yesterday. We have to prove that everything they stand for, everything they teach, is wrong. Otherwise, within 10 years, they'll be back. Right? And that's exactly what's going on. Is if we march on the Democrats now, they can claim, oh, they didn't like that we were being compassionate. They didn't like we were being inclusive. They didn't like, that we were trying to take their power. And in the history books and in schools, they will paint us to be the villains, just like they're trying to do to George Washington, just like they did to Christopher Columbus. Right? They're going to keep doing stuff like that.
Y-Wing BTL BPM.
Give me this. No, goodbye.
Fine.
Want my chair. Nice. Actually, I just realized something. Hey, there's a little Mandalorian symbol up there. But this is the... Yes, perfect. I might be able to upgrade my weapons. But yeah, if we don't have the ability to prove that they're wrong, to irrefutably prove that everything they stand for is wrong, they will paint themselves as the victims. And they will be back. And in stronger numbers. It's stupid. It's asinine. And it's exactly how they work. Okay, I don't think I have any weapons. Darn. Okay, what about a turret? No weapons mod for that. Shield modifications? I'm out of parts. Engines. And paints. Alpha Zone. I don't see anything. Okay. And most people don't get it. The only reason people tolerate the Democrats the way that we do, or for the reasons that we do, is because of that. Because we don't want them coming back. We don't want teachers to be able to say, well, they were actually right. We just, they were wrong. Or they just did it the wrong way. It wasn't real communism. It's like, no. It is exactly real communism. You guys are in the wrong. And like I said, it's not that we can't prove it. We have to prove it irrevocably. We have to make sure that they don't have a leg to stand on. Why are you just paused there midair? He's supposed to be coming in and getting healed. Huh. Well, there's a real easy way to do it. Might have to break. There we go. Okay, let's see. Where do we want to go? Okay, trade for commander. You already have a trade for build storage, actually. There we go. So everything he buys should end up in my build storage for purposes. Okay. Alrighty. This is a neat little ship. This is the original Y-Wings, by the way, the ones with their armor and stuff on. But yeah, it's essentially just going to become a war of, you know, how much are we going to put up with before we have to say enough is enough? How messed up do they have to make our children before we're like, yeah, that's enough, right? Okay, let's. That's the U. I wanted to do this. Start guidance to position.
Autopilot engaged.
But yeah, that's essentially what it becomes. Is eventually people are going to get sick of it. They're going to be sick of being told that they're wrong, that they're evil, that they shouldn't own things. And at that point, you have either two options: you either give in or you fight. And right now, they're trying to vilify anybody who's had enough, and it says, "Okay, we're gonna fight it." Because I mean, think about it. January 6th was no different than what's been going on in Oregon for the past. Ooh, that's loud. For the past like year and a half. The Oregon courthouse thing where they're literally trying to burn down the building with people inside it. Right? January 6th, they were let in. It's auto-saving, by the way, which is why everything went all loud and all that. For some reason, that just... yeah. But yeah, January 6th is nothing compared to the summer of 2020. And is even less so when you compare it with stuff like I said, like Oregon, where they were throwing Molotovs into an occupied courthouse, where they were busting down windows, pulling down fences, throwing rocks at people going in and out of said courthouse. That went on all summer long. January 6th was a single day. And they try to act like it's different because, oh, we're Congress, we're the heads of the nations. Yeah, you're also the easiest people to replace if you die. Because you were voted in the first place. If you die, we just do another vote, so... They act like they're so important, and it's like, no, you're really not. And they hate that. They really legitimately, full on, hate it.
Completed. Ordo.
This is a neat little shuttle. Lots of firepower forward facing, but not so much rear. That's And then this one has like no guns. But yeah, I think they hate that their power is so easily replaced. Also, hi whoever else is in chat. Yeah. But I should really quit talking about politics, but there's not actually too much else to talk about right now. At least not in my life. Unfortunately, my life is fairly boring. It's a cycle of, you get up, you eat, you go to work, you come home, play some games, that kind of stuff. But I do enjoy streaming. It's one of those things. I can talk about things happening in the news. I can talk about politics. I'd love to talk about science, but I mean, the problem is there's not much going on in the scientific community at the moment. I mean, you could talk about, space physics and stuff like that, You could talk about, oh, they disproved the Big Bang Theory, but they haven't, presented any more theories or said, what actually happened, so there's nowhere to go from there just yet. The T-Rex is definitely not evolved from a chicken because the T-Rex was 3 to 4 different dinosaurs mashed together, apparently. How they figured that out? Who knows? But yeah, it's just crazy. It's like, so we've cycled back in the evolution of man to Cro-Magnon. Like, the Cro-Magnon man is back in the news cycle. Um, they found evidence of like a family unit and how they work and stuff like that, but they didn't actually find any skeletons of the people. They just found like their home and some of the stuff that they had and all that. So it's like, okay, we're mounting a defense in Geyser. Why are you mounting a defense here? Because there's two large ships that aren't supposed to be in there. Right. There's two CSA ships in the Mandalorian sector. They're about to learn the error of their ways. They're like right up here. But yeah, there's all kinds of stuff in the scientific community, but there's nothing like actually going on. There's no like interesting theses put out or anything like that. And it just kind of goes to show how stagnant they've let science get. Because they're going off of consensus again. Like, people don't understand how actually dangerous that is. Because if you go off of scientific consensus, nobody has to prove anything.
Fighter.
If you're doing scientific consensus, it is literally a consensus. It's, oh yeah, so and so said something that sounded really good. Did he now? What? And what was this thing that he said? Oh, he said that, the chicken actually came from the Compisaurus. It's like, oh, that makes sense. Okay, let's put that in the science books. Right? It's literally, it's not proven. It's hearsay, and they write it down as science. That's what scientific consensus is. It's, oh, well, it makes sense to me. Well, did you run any DNA or anything like that? Did you try, like, extracting the DNA of a Compassaurus, putting it into a chicken's egg, and seeing if it hatches? Well, no. Then what was the point? It's like, oh yeah, cool theory, bro. The thing is the way scientific discovery is supposed to go. You pose a hypothesis. You create a series of experiments to prove the hypothesis. You repeat these experiments 3 times. And excluding any variables, like maybe sample size larger, sample size smaller, something got mixed in, excluding any variables of that, the outcome should be the same all 3 times. That is science. Then you write it down, you write down the process of your experiment, you submit that paper, it gets peer reviewed, it becomes scientific fact. Because one, you've theorized it, you've proven it, and then you wrote about it. Scientific consensus skips 2 of those steps. A scientific consensus goes, you theorized about it, and you submitted it for, well, you didn't even submit it for peer review. You just submitted it. And people said, yep, sounds right. So this particular ship is supposed to come from, or have its strength come from its missiles. So let's see what happens. But yeah, it is... Scientific consensus is where science goes to die. Or at least that's what I've heard about it. Because it is legitimately... There's no, well, again, there's no process in which to prove scientific consensus. It's just consensus. It's kind of that whole I think therefore I am mentality. Hey, they've started building this one. Cool. Yeah, they need to continue on this one. So I think they all have the right amount of money, right? Let's see. Jeez. There we go. So unfortunately, this one's just burning money right now because it's not earning anything. It needs to start earning stuff. Cool. Confirm. Neat. Okay, and once they start producing stuff, they actually will start construction 0 and 0. Okay. Geyser factory. Spacebar shoots. Okay. Let's see. Let's go here.
Autopilot engaged.
So with all those Urikits out there, there must be a station nearby that produces them. And I don't have the firepower to take care of that thing because you need like 30 heavy fighters, a couple large ships, stuff like that. Because the problem is the bullets that they use are very slow moving, but if they hit you, they really take you out like
Autopilot
nobody's business.
engaged.
Let's see. Oh, somebody's fighting. Uh-oh.
You're hit.
How many? Just the one? Okay. CSA, huh? I think it's heading for the jump gate. Come on. Nice. I don't think it has flares from the looks of things. Man, it is faster than me by a lot for some reason because I quit flying. Come on, come on. Oh, he fired missiles too. Nice. Alright.
Arc 170.
How's your hull? Ah, his hull is fine. Darn it. So it looks like the CSA has taken over this sector pretty well. We'll probably see it turn green in a matter of moments. Green with envy. Yeah. So that one guy should be running my station pretty well. And he doesn't seem to be. Nasri. Come on.
Jump completed. Nasri.
Okay, so this is the VLS. So that's the Valerian Syndicate. Let's see what they have to do. Let's see.
Wharf. R40.
What do you want?
What can I find?
Helping you.
Wow, rude. It's because I'm at -7 because they're pirates. Which actually means I can't do any of that. Need to find a single one to engage. Singular.
Defender corvette.
Corporate Sector Authority. Okay. Ooh, mines. Stranded pirates And satellite repair work.
I
Accept
can always
that.
count on you.
Accept that.
All right. If you think
Autopilot engaged. Defender Corvette.
Oh, they're the ones stuck in the field. But yeah, I love that science is constantly disproving the theory of evolution, and yet they still cling to it so much. It's like, oh yeah, well we've disproved.
Disengage.
That's bad. Run, 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 run. Well, that's one way to handle mines.
Friend foe mine.
Okay. Gotta get close enough to actually shoot them. The problem with this fighters is your range is only within the 2 kilometer range. Larger ships, your range is within like the 4 or 5 kilometer range, but or 10 through 12. Why am I not slowing down? Slow. That's bad. Whew.
Friend foe mine.
Yeah, I don't know why my engines weren't stopping. Yeah. I'd love to actually get that ship. That's a good combat ship. Why? Full throttle. No throttle. Because my flight assist is disabled. Okay. What is flight assist? There we go. Nice. Alright. Sometimes this game, man. Sometimes this game.
Autopilot engaged.
Back up to 3 million. This I earned so much money in this game, it's ridiculous. Oh, excuse me. That's because I learned how to earn money in this game. You set up enough, like 3 or 4 miners, particularly in large miners, is more than enough to he's like I said, more than enough to actually get what you need done. It's just they changed up a lot of what
Autopilot disengage.
hello there.
hello there.
Y-wing BTL BPM.
Use spacesuit. Okay. I am currently inside the ship. Let me out. Let me out. Ah. It is a cool looking ship, isn't it? Okay, hang on one sec.
Docking granted.
Okay. Ooh. They have a second seat in here. That's cool. Okay, use spacesuit.
Advanced satellite.
Okay.
Y-wing BTL BPM.
Getting a lot of buffering again? Okay, Dad. That's not good. Hang on one sec. Let's save the game real quick, and then I will go and do the other thing. Oh boy. Oh, I'm getting kind of sleepy. Why am I getting sleepy? What time is it? 1:34? I shouldn't be getting sleepy. This is normally when I'd be working. Okay, could you go here? Please. Well, actually, what I could do is teleport to. There we go. Okay, do not use that seat in the back. Yep. They're about to patrol Geyser, which means those ships are about to get destroyed. So actually, start getting this to position. Let's see if I can't get one of those CSA ships. I'm willing to sacrifice a little bit of my faction standing for a large ship. I think they have our Quittins, which shouldn't be too bad.
Jump completed. Fighter.
But yeah. No, sorry about the buffering. Again, there's nothing I can do because it's not on my side. I'm surprised that it's buffering so bad. Usually YouTube isn't that bad. Oh, check and see if the app needs to update. Because sometimes if it doesn't auto update, it will do that.
Autopilot. Disengage.
You dirty little asteroid. There we go.
Autopilot. Engaged.
Hang on 1 second. I'm gonna go grab myself a cup of water and check something.
Jump completed. Lantilles.
Alrighty, I am back.
Jump completed. Geyser.
Weird. Okay. There they are. So see, these CSA guys are not supposed to be wandering into these sectors because they're patrol ships. And they don't have permissions to patrol here.
Arkwitten's light cruiser.
I've already scanned this guy. He's come back. So let's see. What I could do is I could take out his... Yeah. Oh, definitely. Okay. I'm at +5 with these guys, though. It's actually not that bad. They do seem to want to get messed up. See, the thing is they're purposely coming into this sector because they're trying to take it over. Let's do it. Oh, one shot for their engines. Man, look at that turret take out their shields on that engine. Gotta let my thing recharge. Well, my job is to make sure you don't go anywhere. Yeah, I'm really gonna get it now. By the way, warning, flashing lights. Oh, goody. They decided that they wanted to target me. No. Let's see. Let's make sure the other one... Ah, shoot. This guy decided he wants to come and join the party. Darn it. That guy could cause a lot of issues, because he can pretty much one-shot me. Yeah. Yeah, he's getting a little bit too close. Okay. Well. Goodbye. Well, I think I'm going to go... Where is it? Start guidance. There we go. I'm gonna go up there.
Engaged.
Get my own, or restock my missiles. See, if I could tell my other ships to, like, target their engines, I would. but my NPC ships can't target individual systems without me doing it. Because I can tell them to attack my target, but I cannot tell them to attack specific targets like that. I can tell them, go after the big ship, and they'll go after the big ship, but not actually be able to do anything about it. Which sucks. Because if I could, I would have told them go after the other big ship's engines. Because once you take out their engines, they can't fly anymore or even maneuver, and you can take them over more easily. So what I should have done is I should have taken out that one's engines, then go try to take out the other one's engines. The problem is they auto repair their engines so that they can get to like ports and stuff, and they'll repair those while you're fighting and come after you. Because I didn't do enough damage to it to get it to like leave. I did enough damage to it to halt it in place. Luckily, the CSA does not seem to mind.
Jump completed. Ordo.
Cool. But yeah, it's... I hate when they're that close together. Because that happens all the time. They send out that distress beacon and they're like, oh yeah, I'll come to your defense, even though technically we entered their territory and, you know... Like, the Mandalorians won't come to their defense, but those ships outgun me by a lot. And while I can capture them if I can get them low enough health and stuff, I have to actually be able to make it where they are that low on health.
Jump.
So if the Mandalorians could engage one and I could engage the other, I'd be set. Honestly. Okay, I froze there for a second. Okay, we got things coming to... I remember why this thing wasn't very good. Hang on. Can I just simply add... And cannot confirm module changes. Dang it.
Jump completed. Palavala.
Yes, discard current. Turn. Ooh, a return to normal order. Only those were better. What's going on? Police, forget.
Autopilot. Disengage. Wharf.
Preparing photon torpedoes.
Docking granted.
That ship is still just stuck there. I'm wondering if I need to reload. My photon torpedoes are kind of light. Nice. Ooh, I got satellites. Ooh. Okay. Always keep at least one Marine on your ship. That way you can board others. Oops. That's not right.
Can I help?
Y-wing VTL BPM.
Access gunnery controls, which aren't actually a thing in this game.
Can I help?
Have another piloting seminar. Well, I'll tell you what, it is getting kind of late. And let's see. How long have I been streaming? Probably not too long. About 2 hours and 31 minutes. Not a whole lot happened during the stream, though. Which kind of sucks, but that's okay.
Autopilot engaged.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Jump completed. Mandalore.
I do like this song. I'm not exactly sure why, but I like it. I got 4 mil. What am I looking at as far as ships? I don't know about that.
Autopilot.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we know for a fact that there was one FBI agent there egging everybody on. So let's see. If I want a good builder, I need a, about 12 million? Not out of the realm of possibility. Praetorian class frigate. Yeah, see, I need to get this, but I don't have the ship access for it yet. Is there a way to do something larger? I mean, I could do this. And I couldn't choose the large guns, unfortunately. But yeah, this is a auxiliary ship. If it has components on it, it will not only repair your ships, but also resupply them with missiles, which is a really good thing. Ooh, heavy turbo lasers or heavy ion cannons. Ion cannon would be best, actually, because like you have a lot of these tiny turrets and stuff that can do a lot of damage, but the biggest thing is getting through shields. And then if I want the really big one, this guy. Look at all those gun ports. Like, this ship is the epitome of Mandalorian design, or epitome. It is a gun platform. Let's see. But before that, I would love to get one of these. If I could get my hands on one of these, I'd actually have a fairly decent ship that can do a lot of damage. Because again, it's a giant flying gun platform with heavy armor. But yeah, no, the FBI thing is just a witch hunt. It's literally... What's this? Destroy mines? Okay, I can accept that. Except this one.
All right. If you think you can... I knew I could count on you.
Yep, station patrol. Maybe we do that too.
I knew I could count on you.
But first, let's do the mine ones. This one.
Autopilot. Engage.
Because that's around one of theirs. But yeah, the thing is they don't, like, they don't have any evidence against them, because the most they can prove is that they were there that day. Right? They need to actually find... And the stupid part is, the only person to actually die that day, for January 6th, was that one lady who was looking through, or poked her head into a broken window, and the cop shot her. The cop shot her.
Autopilot. Disengage.
Not the other way around.
Unknown object.
She wasn't shooting in, she was an unarmed woman.
Unknown object.
We also know that the cops were seen opening the doors to let them in. Here's the funny part, having those doors locked to civilian traffic was illegal anyways, because of the way that our government is set up.
Mine.
Because here's the thing, the government works for the people.
Object.
Therefore, the government cannot deny access to people to places like courtrooms and stuff like that unless there's an active threat going on. Let's see.
Friend foe mine.
Imperial Ascendancy. Wait, the Ascendancy isn't an enemy to me anymore?
Unknown object. Unknown object.
Nice.
Engage.
Right into the wall.
Disengage.
No, no, no. Let me out.
Autopilot. Status gas. Autopilot. Civilian ship A.
Hello. Come on, come on. Haha.
Autopilot. Engage. Status gas.
But yeah, the other thing is it's illegal for them to have held them as long as they have, because January 6th of 2020 was 2 years ago, almost 3 years ago. They've held those people in prison without a trial for that long.
Disengage. Friend foe mine. Friend foe mine. Friend foe mine. Friend foe mine.
Thank you.
Okay, so that's that one. Station Patrol. Wait, I'm still on Demonstrate Our Presence. So this one has 11 minutes left on it. That brought down to like 2 or 3 because I've sped up time. Probably about 3 because it's times 4. Yeah, that sounds about right. And I'm almost up to 5 million again. Man, I really wish it was this easy to earn money. Particularly passive income, like, oh yeah, I own a mine. There's a bunch of people I hire for it. Earn me money. Don't have to worry about, like, making sure there's enough stuff to mine or anything like that. Nope, just let it run itself. I mean, technically I could do that, because they let you auction, or they hold auctions for the gold fields up in Alaska, the underwater ones where you just kind of dive and vacuum. So if you can buy a ship, buy the right tools, and then hire a bunch of people, you can actually make thousands of dollars a day just doing that. It doesn't come out to the same amount, though, because you're renting the land and all that. But yeah. So if you're ever looking for easy cash flow, that's one of them. I mean, the divers earn like 20 grand a dive or something like that. You just got to be careful not to overdive and all that. Same with, recreational and treasure diving and all that. Okay, Dad. I might clear out my mission folders from what I just picked up and then call it good. Station patrol. Sometimes on station patrols, if you're lucky, enemy ships will pop in, which is always nice. Durasteel Foundry, Deros. So going here. Yeah, so I'm basically going to be patrolling around here, and sometimes pirates pop in here, if you're lucky. The pirates stranded themselves again?
Jump completed. Eros.
Hang on a sec.
If you think you can handle it.
Autopilot. Disengage. Autopilot. Engage.
They said scale plate packed. Is there going to be a scale plate packed ship out there, or is it going to be a Star Wars one? Because I've had that glitch happen before, where it's like a
Jump completed.
non-Star Wars ship.
Mandalore.
It's a Stathis miner.
Miner.
Black Sun, so okay. But yeah, go ahead and restart, and like I said, for some reason I'm kind of tired, so I'll do this mission, then the other mission, and call it good, I think, for tonight. I wanted to get more ships. I did get the Y-Wing, which is nice. Yeah, that one's just stuck. Which is crazy when you think about it. My X-Wing was so much faster. Ah, too close. Okay. And done.
Disengage.
Uh-oh. Hello.
Foe mine. Friend foe mine. Friend foe mine. Friend foe mine.
I'm happy destroying these don't actually count against my
Friend foe mine.
faction standing with the Black Suns.
Foe mine.
Because it would suck having to destroy them so soon.
Friend foe mine.
Especially without the fleet to do so.
Friend foe mine. 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 Friend foe mine.
Okay,
Autopilot. Engaged.
weird. But yeah, if I catch a big ship, I'll try and capture it. But I mean, there's a high probability I won't be able to, which sucks. But yeah. Why was that ship destroyed? So slow. I need my engine mods back. Yeah, I'll try to do this one just so that I can hit like 4, maybe 5 hours, and then I think I'm gonna go to bed. Can't help it. Which I mean is a good thing. I have to go and pick up my marriage license tomorrow. Oh, auto saving the game.
Jump completed. Eros.
Alright. On my way. Ooh. I seriously need to start doing some piracy. Well, I mean, is it really piracy if I'm going against actual pirates to do so? But no, what I need is for, like, in the outer sectors, there to spawn in, like, the big ships.
Autopilot. Disengage.
Mm-hmm. I'm pushing forward, not spinning you around. Let's see. So let's see. Tag, tag. Oh, I heard that.
Short range transporter. A.
Ooh, he left me a lot of stuff. Nice. Vandal Mortar's engine modification. Ooh. Let's see, what have we got going on? Okay.
Thank you.
Nice. Not seeing pirates coming in. At least not on this one.
Autopilot. Engaged.
Yeah, so normally in the base game, when they had this mission a lot, a pirate would come in disguised as like a trader and stuff. You can always tell because they'll say like Marauder, Mandalorian, blah blah blah, or that kind of stuff. I think it's 3. We have noticed an increase in enemy chatter recently, which makes us suspect several of our stations are potential targets for an attack. We'll pay you to patrol each of these stations for at least 3 minutes to make sure nothing happens. If you happen to shoot down enemy ships, we will add a bonus on top. How does that sound? Sounds good to me. So this one's the most probable because,
Trading station.
yeah.
Autopilot. Disengage.
Yeah, you'll see like Black Sun or somebody like that come in and you're supposed to shoot them. Although probably not with how well patrolled Mandalorian sectors are. But you never know. Yeah, see what I mean?
Autopilot. Engaged. High-tech factory.
So there's a chance here too. Lots of tag. I think that's normal. Jeez, they just had me going everywhere, huh? What's the mission again? Open briefing. We've noticed an increase to make sure nothing happens. You happen to shoot down enemy ships. Bonus. Okay. Doesn't tell me how many stations. Alright. Ooh. Ah. Man. Just tired. So I'll probably do Conan tomorrow morning when I wake up. If I start at noon, I'll play until about 3. Then I'll cook. Then again, I'll do a late night stream. Yeah, that should be good enough.
Autopilot. Disengage.
Okay. Let's see. I'm waiting for a pirate ship to show up. Okay, that's it. And I'm back up to 7 million. Maybe I should get that one ship at some point. Because I do need an auxiliary ship. I'd love to get one of the big donut ships, though. But I think I need to be part of their faction to get one of those. Oh, that's another mining guild thing. They're the guys with the gold TIE fighters. Yeah, if I could get one of those big Harbor class auxiliary ones, that wouldn't be too bad. Even if I couldn't get that, probably go with that. Bump that up. That's 25. How much for a medium loadout? 21 low? 18. I mean, I'm getting almost 10 million a game session. I could just do that. I don't have to worry too much about it. But I think this is where I'm going to call it for today. My dad's already experiencing some lag issues, and honestly, I am lagging myself. As you can see, I'm getting kind of tired. So yeah, I'll go ahead and call it here. You guys have a wonderful day. I will catch you later, Dad. I'll probably be on once or twice more this week. I'm gonna try and start doing Monday mornings. I know, like I'm usually really tired, but I can't be missing Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday every week. That's 3 days where I don't stream. I don't like the idea of that. Or I might be streaming Tuesday night from now on. It really depends. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and call it good here. And you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.